go on a trendy road, of London to Jakarta, and thou re potential to see passers-by tiring at low one paragraph of Rosa o clothes, or transport a Rosa o bag or auxiliary. The color, an extraordinary tint of rose, seems to be anywhere these days, but he's lost far for Vogue and jewelry articles. At Milan Furnishings Equitable in April, the greatest yearly interior design furniture equitable in the planet, Rosa o kitchens were all the fury. The color has been pop up brightly at weddings, in cakes at fashionable patisseries, and if you requirement a new set of wheels, now you can get a Rosa o vehicle. But why is it so famous? For largest of the general social, the at first we'd always heard of the color was while Poem start up the Rosa o iPhone SIXS link in September 2015. The iPhone SIXS was one of Poem's largest famous launches, in 40% of all before orders for the Rosa o pattern. It was the device for celebrities and public print influencers, a uncommon incident wherever such who were trendy in fact took note of a device start occasion, and though more than extraordinarily, signaled how the iPhone SIXS was the must-include paragraph of the time of year. Yet, Rosa o was in fact about length up. It was selected to be the finish on a smartphone. On to guideline Vogue tendency spot agent WGSN, Rosa o at first begun proper famous in 2012, while it began creature routinely displayed in jewelry articles. The led to several Rosa o creations on the podium of designers Love Jimmy Choo and Cavalli, in portion due to a growing tendency for brass-colored items, encouraged by interior design planner Tom Dixon's propensity for brass lights and homeware in 2013. This brass tendency certainly would include struck Rosa o, since brass is really such to Rosa o, and brass switched human beings to hug metal. MS Body told how the Rosa o iPhone inflicted the color to strike crucial massive, and since of the, in 2016 the color was mentioned Pantone Color of the Year, by the nickname Rosa Silica. Vogue, furniture and weddings are characteristically hard affecting by the consultation of Pantone, that is renowned for its color specimen overlapping framework. Every year, Pantone comes up in a color and house which Vogue designers, top road clothes retailers, household supplying expert and the marriage production conducted note of. Recall the movie The Hell Wears Prada? In the cinema, Meryl Streep's Vogue Ammunition Depot text editor Nature Miranda Sacerdotal explains to internee Andrea how the dark blue vaulter she is tiring is in fact azure, a tint that at first founded in the collections of top Vogue designers, up filter downward to the top road keep wherever Andrea fished it out of several Gap granary. In the regular year of events, possessing graced the catwalks among 2012 to 2016, the concern in Rosa o would include been anticipated to include dead downward. Pantone chose Verdure as its color of the year in 2017, time 2018 to 2019's color is intended to be violet, and 2020 will be all on peppermint. But for several cause, Rosa o is yet as famous as always. On to Marie Claire's digital Vogue text editor Penny Goldstone, millennials include detained on to Rose since it photographic so in posts on public print. He's all on overlapping all. So on Instagram thou'll include human beings wiring a image wherever they're potable a window of Rose time meeting on a Rose loafer, tiring a branded Rose 50s bathing suit. Top road brands will yet be affecting by styles on the catwalks, so if the catwalks are show one color, they will yet do several material encouraged by such collections, so the social can buy in the styling cheap, says MS Goldstone. Yet later they will see at micro trends, which's hot the summer, so if a bundle of influencers are all tiring the identical gown on Instagram of Topshop, later they'll stockpile a such food. In MS Goldstone's view, millennials at first began declining in loving in Rosa o in 2014 while the movie The Great Budapest Inn came of, as it displayed a lot of luxury retro-style rose interiors. Panasonic carried out a marketplace examination of female elderly 20 to 29 in Germany, France and the UK, and was said how respondents privileged their beautiful means love hairdryers and wool straighteners to be in Rosa o, since they identified the color in creature female, stylish and prize. Yet, MS Goldstone says how millennials include extended to attention on Rosa o, nearly as a kind of mental outcry versus the Lot Planet events of 2016 how they found sad. Rose utilized to be despised, but in the growth of millennials, it was nearly seen as a cold item since he's type of ironical. Thou re departure behind to a girly Rose but thou retiring it sarcastically, she explains. Celebrities dead, down there was the dark lives question motion, lot of shootings, it was the year of Brexit, Trump card was selected, and fair up how in November 2015 down there was the Paris bomber attacks, human beings requested to attention on thing favorable. Brazilian planner shoes mark Melissa has ever utilized the color rose in several of its shoes designs above the recent too many decades, but it has noted in the recent 2 year how Rosa is especially famous in both of men and female. Every shoe's food characteristically comes in several colors, and due to a growth in customer request of customers, Melissa now ensures how one of such colors ever has to be Rosa. Artist Matthew Shem, 58, a Hollywood artist who has been in films love interviewing in a Vamp and Fabulous Beasts and wherever to discover them, says how tiring Rose is lot more than reasonable present. Currently in cute lot in all the shops you can discover a Rose fit, but in the recent 2 to 3 year you couldn't discover Rose suits, it was sometimes, he says. To the history, to carry a complete Rose fit wouldn't include been reasonable, men include be lot more than publicly fashionably deliberate and not frightened to carry lightly out down their clothing. WGSN is solidly confident how the tendency for Rosa has pointed. Yet, some brands told how Rosa had certainly had a big effect on turnover and consumer demand for means through Vogue, jewelry articles, beautiful, weddings and wedding couturier. Steel Lunardi, a marriage gown planner in Jakarta, Indonesia, says customers began needing Rosa dresses in the other part of 2016, and today, she has now intended above 130 couturier gowns for brides, bridesmaids and mothers of the fiancé. In my view the tendency is really various there. In Indonesia, our colors the year are silvery, Rosa, burgundy, sparkling wine and told Ms. Lunardi, who has intended gowns for Indonesia celebrities and World Beautiful pageantry contestants. Violet is really unusual there. UK pie-style company Mac Pickering says how it conducted a time for trends to do it to the marriage production, so Rosa has just be famous with deceased 2017. I'm amazed it took so length for Rosa to nourish via, it took a time for human beings to discover the requisite to go in the pie, and later it selected upwards. Joe Snook, a household furniture blogging and producer of personalized wood crates and retailer screen units, agrees how it is now lot facilitating to discover Rosa in homeware store. Ms. Snook, who has 34,000 followers on Instagram, consumable £1,000 to adorn her household in Rosa, but she has just seen top road retailers sock Rosa means above the recent few months. Household decoration is a lot love Vogue wherever new change of seasons see new trends, but I believe down there are quite human beings how loving it how it's not departure to die out fully, says Ms. Snook. He's too cute a color. Nusi says it will hold consisting the color in its collections for as length as consumer include consumer demand for it. Melissa's Ms. Scurer agrees, while we analyze the gallery to see that means sold out through our 270 store world, in nearly each food, the quantity one marketing release is Rosa. The mark as well follows the consultation of Pantone every year, but the experiments occasionally include sudden results. We tested manufacturing our Planet top-selling food Melissa Mar sandals in violet the time of year, since we tested to see which the customer wants, but the violet release didn't sell at all, and we had to growth our stockpile of the shoes in Rosa, says Ms. Scurer. Reason do millennials love Rose? I don't aware, but if they wish Rosa, we will hold manufacturing means for them in how color, says Ms. Scurer. He's on which the customer wants.